Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to the Whole Story Podcast, brought to you by Best Ball. I am Jonathan. Up ahead of me or below me, depending on which direction you're seeing, is Robby, and it looks like Robby is in an undisclosed location. Robby, tell the guest, or sorry, all the listener, where you are.
Yeah, normally you're the one in a hotel room or traveling around, but today right now I'm sitting in a hotel in Sioux City, Iowa, which is 20 minutes from the best new public golf course in the country, in Homer, Nebraska, Landman, and been here with a group of folks, awesome group, and yeah, it's been fun. So we're playing some golf, capturing some great stories about people that have played all over the world, and a bunch of folks that are enjoying this place for the first time. So we're gonna have some incredible videos, pictures, stories to share. I'm excited for everybody to see it. And there's a lot of creative folks here. We'll have amazing video. I actually got to play golf with Patrick Koenig yesterday, one of our previous guests, who is breaking the record for most rounds of golf in a year on the RGV tour with Gamebook. So it was fun to get to play with him after having him on as a guest. But yeah, it's been a fun few days so far. I got a couple more to go.
Yeah, next year I've got to figure out my busy schedule to make sure that we're both up there playing that thing. Quick question, since you're in Nebraska, and I think I saw a picture or two, how is the wind?
Oh, so their scorecard, the wind is whipping. I've played on the coast a number of times, and the wind's been blowing pretty good some days. But every shot you're having to figure out the wind, and the first, I don't know, first half of them -1, probably the first, 12 or 13 -1 or 2, you were into the wind yesterday because it was a southeastern wind, and so a lot of these you're 4 or 5 clubs up what you're having to hit because
4, 5?
yeah, because it's coming at you hard.
Like driver.
Yeah, driver that goes, I heard somebody say you hit it 200 yards, and with the roll it was about 180 because it rolled backwards.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Well, unfortunately, we do have to recap what happened over Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you listened last week to our roundtable, I hope you didn't bet on anything that we said, because hopefully, I guess, no matter what anybody said, it was just an absolute disaster for the U.S. team. I remember waking up 6:30, 7 o'clock on whatever Friday morning, Thursday night, whatever that was, and it's 4-0. It's 4-0.
Yeah, if the only thing I think we got right was the fact that we said it was in Rome. Besides that, and we probably should have known better. I mean, European guys, they've been playing great. Victor Hovland, right? Like just crushing. And when Rom chips in on the first hole of the first match, it was on at that point.
Well, the first hole didn't bother us. It was the 18th hole that kept stinging us. We just couldn't figure out how to close that around. And what was it, the first or second day where we had a 1.5 points and we didn't even win it? We just halved everything. And then we decided that we were going to take off Rory McIlroy. He had 4 points this year, so apparently that was a bad idea. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Right?
Yeah, well, wait till next time, right? That's they give it to the Europeans. They played great. The U.S. guys did not show up as much. One of our favorites, Max Homa, had a good few days. So is what it is. Yeah.
They all got on their private jets and went home, so they're okay. Actually, I saw an article this morning. One guy flew like Southwest or something once he got to the U.S. So maybe it wasn't all private jets, but still, they'll be okay.
Yeah. Yep. But this week's episode of the Whole Story Podcast, I've been talking with different people, getting a lot of videos. I was able to throw the drone up in the air. You talk about wind, trying to fly the drone around, controlling that thing a number of times. The little thing beeps at me and says, "There's strong wind." And I'm like, no kidding. And so trying to drive that thing back into the wind to get to you is pretty tough. But now I talked with incredible folks. We got some interviews. We'll share that as kind of just hey, let's talk about Landman and this great course that Will Anderson and his family converted farmland and just show off this beautiful place. It's one that it's unreal. You got to see it.
Yeah.
The videos and pictures that we will share won't do it justice. It's a public course, so whenever I think late December or something is whenever the tee times for next year, 2024, will go out. It's only open from I think May 15th to October 1st. Through some connections, the Anderson family has allowed this group, which I am fortunate to be a part of, to come out for 3 days. Course is closed. We're emptying the cooler, and so it's been a lot of fun. And we've got a couple more days of it, but hope you all enjoy some of the conversations had here at Landman, and enjoy this week's edition of the Whole Story Podcast.
All right, Jeff Birch, Landman. Thank you for the invite, by the way.
Yeah.
This place is awesome. Tell me, the first time you came out here, you did what? You kind of scouted it out before course was here, right?
Yeah, so I was lucky enough that Rob Collins asked me to come out and take some pictures, and as you can see out there, it's absolutely a photographer's paradise.
Yeah.
You know, and everything else about this place is it's icing on the cake. But man, what a unique golf course.
Yeah. So what do you think now that you've played it, I guess the last few days? I mean, you've played it before, but I don't know, just describe the course for somebody that's never been here.
Ooh, that might be the hardest thing to do. It's a very, very unique golf course. It's big, it's bold, it's in your face. There's times where it will win, and there's other times where it'll give you great bank shots and feeder pins and punch bowls to make birdies. It's a great give and take out there.
Yeah, the wind changed directions today from where it was the last couple of days. So
yeah, completely different golf course. You know, in the fashion of a links course, it goes out for 9 and comes back for 9, and it just really, when the wind switches, the holes are completely different. I mean,
yeah. Do you have a favorite hole out here?
yeah, I think the 12th hole. You know, you play this 11th par 5 up the hill, and you hop in the carts and come around the corner, and it just reveals this beautiful mid-length par 3 that you're just staring straight down on the rest of the property, and even down through the valley, you know, towards South Dakota, really. So you just get these long views and unbelievable shadows during golden hour, and it's a pretty peaceful spot.
Yeah, like you said, a photographer or videographer's dream, right?
Yeah, that's you know, I think everybody's coming out here for the golf, but you know, people are surely making the trip to take pictures out here.
All right, Robby here with the Whole Story Podcast. Best ball. We're sitting here with Patrick Koenig on the RGV. We're at your tour, man. We are sitting here at Landman. It has been an awesome day. I got to play with Patrick.
Yeah.
So, Patrick, you've been traveling the world. You played Sandhills yesterday.
Sandhills yesterday.
Okay.
We just got done playing Landman.
What do you think about the first time at Landman? You got the drone up. You took a ton of photos. What do you think?
I knew Landman was going to be good, just because I had a deep regard for the work that Rob and Tad did out at Sweetens Cove. So I knew it was really good stuff, and so I was still surprised. I was like, as soon as I got it, I was like, oh man, this is better. I heard it needed to be like needed some grow in or something, and I was like, no, it doesn't need any growing. I mean, it's great. It's great.
I lost 2 or 3 balls, and if they grow it in, I'm probably a couple more deep. Yeah,
and you don't want those native areas to be penal. You want to be able to find your ball and recover from there. Yeah. And that just yesterday at Sandhills, I played with their superintendent, and that was one of the things that they were like. I mean, if I lost a ball, they apologized to me. They were like, "I'm sorry about that." Like it's their goal for you to find every single ball. And maybe have a tougher recovery shot, but like they felt bad when they lost the ball, which is telling something. It means a lot to them to have those native areas just not that penal.
Right. What do you think? I mean, a lot of hills, a lot of elevation changes. You said number 3 is probably your favorite, with kind of the dry riverbed or whatever.
Oh my gosh, number 3 is it's the best hole out here.
Yeah.
By far. It's all because of that one feature. It photographs beautifully. So I may be a bit biased that I love the visual aspect of it, but I've always said you need more swales, more grass bunkers. Why not about a grass river? And that's essentially what this thing is, right? It runs right up the middle, so you kind of got to pick your poison. And if you put it in there, you might get unlucky. You might have a weird shot, but what it is the most unique feature that I've seen in 429 golf courses.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Sam's coming on. We got Sam.
Sam's coming on.
Yeah,
we're doing a little pod.
Come on, like the GM, the GM of all this stuff. Here, you sit in here.
Yeah, he's the master.
Come sit down. I'm recording for a little podcast. We're gonna splice it together.
Oh yeah, here we go. Surprise guest.
Sam is the guy who helped build all this stuff, and he's coming to check out the RV with Patrick and stuff. But Sam, give me a little bit of your story. How you got here?
Well, we got several guys that. Am I supposed to be looking here too?
Yeah, look wherever.
We got several guys that built the place, but I just grew up knowing the Anderson family, and feel blessed to be a part of it. Will invited me back home. Was out in Colorado for 20 years and came back to help build it, and now I get to hang out here every day.
It could be a worse thing, right?
Yeah.
We all built awesome. We were talking about number 3. He was.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my favorite hole. And I was just saying the feature there is I played 439 golf courses so far this year, and that's the best feature I've seen on any golf course. And I've seen some really good ones. That one just it was unique and well done and like strategic and beautiful. It was just like home run.
It's pretty cool, that bunker, like having that's blocking everything out, blocking your vision of that right side.
Yeah.
But just once you play it once, then you know better how to play it. But that Barranca running down the middle is
pretty awesome.
So that's one of when you're on the second green and you turn and look at 3. That's my favorite view on the whole course.
Yeah, it absolutely is. You're like, whoa! It kind of takes you back. You're like, man, we got ourselves a course.
Yeah,
because it's kind of like you're getting going. This is awesome, and then usually a golf course will hit a lull. You'll be like, oh, all right. No, it was just like gas right there, and then that's what's awesome. That's what makes this place better than a lot of other golf courses. It doesn't really slow down, which I thought was surprising. I thought there would be kind of some. There's a lot of ho-hum holes in golf, and I don't think there was too many of them out here.
Rob and Tad, honestly, King Collins, they did some amazing things out here. And getting to go play. You played Sweetens?
Yeah, a couple times.
I played this a bunch of times before playing Sweetens, so I feel like I've got a little different perspective on it.
So you played this before Sweetens?
Yeah,
it's usually the other way around.
Sweetens and then here, because they like what they saw there. So
yeah.
Seeing this, I think unique perspective-wise, going there, I was like, oh, this is why they did. This is where they got that idea, right? They just blew it up.
Yeah.
Like they just took that bunker and made it extreme and even more extreme than what it was,
Yeah,
just with the ground they had to work with.
It fits the property. I mean, it's like on a place like this, you can't kind of go small school.
Yeah.
And it was fun to see them take that vision that was obviously a constraint, but did really well, and then plaster it onto something out here in Nebraska.
We were out on one of the holes. We looked at the yardage book, and it was 25,000 square feet of a green. One of those par 3s, maybe.
Yep.
Is that 17?
It was on the front nine.
No, 17 is just over. It's like 30. That's 35,000 square feet. 17 is.
Good God.
Is that the one you drove
Number 5.
Oh yeah.
I think it's probably the one you're talking about. Number 5 is huge
5.
too.
That was it.
25.
17 is like the size of a small city.
It's 3/4 of an acre. Yeah.
Yeah. It's about as big as. It's probably the biggest green in Nebraska.
It's actually, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it's the largest green in North America.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything even close to it. I've seen greens that have been maybe longer, but that thing is just it's so
long,
massive.
It's long that way. It's
wide. It's wide every way you look at it. I had a wide angle lens on it this morning, and I was like, I'm barely getting it. Back up and away.
So what's your favorite hole out here? They're all your baby, right? So it's hard to pick one.
No, and I think the one that I like, and maybe it's because it's different every time you play. I like 14, the Redan.
Oh yeah.
I just like how that sets up with your eye. That's one of the ones Rob talks about. He came around the corner there and got there, and he was just like, "This is the Redan.
Yeah.
it's got to be that. It just lent itself to that, you know. And I like that one. Number 3 is awesome too.
Yeah.
Number 3 is, for me, is challenging a lot. It's I don't hit the ball long, but I hit, if you stay on that right side. I just love how that.
Yeah, it's kind of
looks,
down in that
you know?
valley there. It's very likable. The Redan actually plays like a Redan.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many Redan holes you just hit it out and that doesn't come, or if you just hit one right at the hole. But I hit a 3-wood into that thing because it was into the breeze, and we had
that was.
and it was like rolled all the way down there. I was like,
What's your pin location today?
We were
down?
Back left.
Yeah.
So it was fun to watch it actually do what a Redan is supposed to do.
Yeah.
That was neat.
All right, I'm here with my buddy Jack, and we are at Landman. We're sitting on 14, just after a little rain delay. And I want to ask Jack, all right, tell me your thoughts on Landman so far.
Absolutely unbelievable. Best course I've ever played. Most fun, best culture around golf. No pretentiousness. Everyone's here to have a good time. Unbelievable.
Yeah. All right, so what's your favorite hole?
Probably the one we're about to play now. The reverse Redan.
Redan, yeah.
Redan, yeah. Unbelievable. Pins, we've played it 2 days in a row, and yeah, it's just, it's such a fun. You're watching it for 15, 20 seconds after you hit the ball. It's great.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else has hit the cart path like I have, but yeah, it's great. The pin position pretty hard today.
Unbelievable property. The way that they routed it is just incredible. You look all around and it's flat everywhere, and you're just in these what appear to be massive dunes, like a huge glacier scrape. The turf is unbelievable. My favorite hole for sure is 10, the punch bowl. You challenge the right, you end up really close up to the green. I've seen a couple guys drive the green, and then the ways that you can get after the pin are just countless. So just an unbelievably designed
All right,
hole.
so tell me what you think about Landman.
Landman is, as long as it's not windy, super playable, super fun. Even in the wind, it's fantastic, wide open. But you're also going to get penalized for hitting bad shots. Favorite hole out here, Landman, is probably number 10. I played a nice little left to right shot. It sits well for me.
I thought it was awesome. It's just so big, and you can just see for miles and miles. And I don't know, just the scale of everything's pretty cool.
Yeah. You got a favorite hole out here?
I think I liked 10 because of the punch bowl, but all the par 3s are great too.
What did you think about the change in wind today versus the first 2 days?
The front nine was definitely easier, but you couldn't be as aggressive on the back nine. It wasn't as gettable, so I don't know. I liked it for a change of pace, but I think it made the back nine harder.
All right.
Landman is a golf course unlike any other that I've played. Undulation and the course is just phenomenal.
Yeah. So what do you? What's your favorite hole out here?
Probably number 17, drivable par 4. I was able to knock it on today and 2-putt for birdie, so that was fun.
What do you think about? You just got here yesterday.
Correct.
Saw Landman for the first time. What do you think?
Typically, golf courses that require carts, I usually am not a fan of, but this golf course is very bold, and it's very aggressive, but it's also very playable. So it feels like there is a lot of elevation change, but the golf course just is very, very playable. It's very, very fun. It's one of the wildest places I've ever been, and it is it's beautiful. You got to see it. You got to see it with your own eyes. I'm reason I'm not looking at the cameras because the view's right behind me, and I'm just looking at it.
Yeah, you got a favorite hole?
I mean, there's a lot of good holes. I'm being put on the spot here, so this probably is not my official answer. But 12, the par 3, is probably one of the coolest par 3s I've ever played. It's one of the best views on the property as well, and yeah, it's just really fun.
Awesome. And you just eagled 18, so that helps.
Eagle on 18, that was probably my best shot of the week. But also, I'm a big fan of a short risk-reward finisher to create some chaos on 18, and it did this week. It's fun.
Very nice. What's the best golf shot you've hit?
Well, I made a double eagle once at Dye Preserve down in Florida, and I had about 2 transfusion slushies that probably fueled this, but it was such a swing that I didn't even feel the 3-wood, and it kind of rolled in like a putt. So double eagle on a par 5. No hole-in-ones yet, so that's the one.
You almost got one today. You got very close.
Yeah.
Very close. Well, awesome, man. Well, thanks for the opportunity to be with you guys. Great group of folks here coming out to hang out with the cooler, right, and empty it out. So I appreciate it.
So we ask everybody, what's your best shot all time? Doesn't have to be here, but what's your best golf shot all time?
I don't know that I've done one.
You gotta have one. Or your most memorable?
Probably, I would say number 6 here. I eagled number 6.
That's something.
Maybe 79, 80 yards out, and had to play it kind of off the hill down, and I just hit the shot I wanted to hit. It doesn't happen.
Yeah,
rarely happens, but it happened then. So I'll hold on to that one for a while.
Yeah, that's good. That's better than any shots we hit.
What is your best golf shot overall?
I was playing a match play in the club, and I went 8 up after.
Where's this?
In New Zealand. 8 up after 9. We were all square in 18. I duffed 2 5-woods after my drive, and then held out for birdie to win. So wasn't ideal, but it was a good one. Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Awesome. Thanks, man.
Cool, man.
Best shot out here is definitely on the Redan. I believe it's 14 or 15, and probably one of the best Redans I've ever played. 240 yards yesterday to the pin. You hit it 100, 190, 200 out to the right, and just watch it run on the ground forever. And there's a ton of shots like that out here. It's just a blast. It's really, really good. Really good.
All right, so say your name, where you're from.
Andy Shoup, St. Louis, Missouri.
I'd say my best ever shot is a 210-yard albatross up in Minnesota on a par 6. Duck hook to drive into a bunker, popped it out 210 yards into the hole for a nice little albatross.
All right, and your best shot, you told me earlier you hit the stick on...
on 14 yesterday. It was 223. I took 5-iron and landed it on the stick, and it bounced over to the bunker. But yeah, that's probably the best shot.
Yeah, bad break.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Tell me the story of your best shot or most memorable shot.
A par 3, and I made a 3 after hitting it in the hazard.
Okay.
And the ball, 155, landed short of the green, or landed short of the pin, and release, hit the pin, and then spun back and went in for a 3.
That's all. Where was that?
At Old Florissant Golf Course in St. Louis, Missouri.